Welcome to the commission meeting of June 27th. Let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Manager Gill. Call the roll, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Commissioner Flynn,
Present.
Commissioner Ranny,
Here.
Commissioner Swager Wilson.
Here.
Commissioner Silverman.
Here.
Commissioner Grella is not able to join us this evening.
Okay, and next, if you could summarize the discussion session topics, please.
Thank you. Earlier tonight, commission met discussion session, and we received information and discussed the following items. We received information and a recommendation regarding the golf course cart path bids that were recently received. Staff provided a review and associated decision points for the solid waste and recycling bids that were also recently received. We'll see both of those things back. And we received updates on the various boards that the commissioners are liaisons to. Prior to that meeting, we met in executive session to receive legal advice from the solicitor on a variety of topics. The next regular meeting of the commission will be held on Tuesday, July 11th. In this room, that meeting begins at 8 p.m. There is no second meeting in July. The next commission meeting following the meeting on July 11th will be Tuesday, August 8th. Here are the ways the public can participate in person. You don't need to pre-register, simply show up at the appropriate meeting time or remotely via the Zoom webinar format. Again, you don't need to pre-register, simply click on the link located on the meeting agenda on the municipal website. If you wish to speak during the citizens comments portion or public hearing portion of a meeting, simply use the raised hand feature on Zoom and be notified when it is your turn to speak.
Great, thank you. Community highlights, Commissioner Vice President Spargo Wilson, please.
Thank you, Mr. Silverman. Mount Lebanon's July 4th celebration in Mount Lebanon Park includes games and rides for the kiddos from noon to 5. Come back at 7:30 for the concert in the park with Radio Tokyo, followed by fireworks at 9:30. The rain date for the concert and fireworks only is July 5th. If we reschedule, you will receive a LEBO alert. Sign up for alerts at mylebo.mountlebanon.org. The party keeps going on Friday, July 7th with the second First Friday of the year featuring the music of Byron Nash from 7 to 10 in Clearview Commons, and wrap up a great week with the Mount Lebanon Police Department's Classic Car Show on Washington Road on Sunday, July 9th from 9 to 3. Washington Road will be closed to vehicles from Cedar Boulevard to Lebanon Avenue for the car show only. All these events and more, including the Mount Lebanon Public Library's Touch a Truck, are listed on our new website on the homepage at mountlebanon.org. You can't miss the bright calendar. My husband, the world's largest Luddite, loves the new website. So I encourage you all to go to it because if he loves it, it's easy. And looks like the fun is continuing into August. Please save the date. On Saturday, August 5th, we will be celebrating Washington Road in Uptown and returning the streets to our businesses and residents at an event we're calling Uptown Unveiled. Party in the street from noon to 6 with live music from Big Fat Mallard, Fungus, Dan Petrich, and the Mackin Family Band. Enjoy food and beverages from Uptown businesses, plus games and fun for the family. Admission is free. Again, Washington Road will be closed to vehicles from Cedar Boulevard to Lebanon Avenue. The commission and the staff of Mount Lebanon would like to wish a long, healthy, and happy retirement to Officer Jeff Frollo, who retired from the Mount Lebanon Police Department after a 30-year career, 20 of those with our department. A Facebook post about his walkout when his family accompanied him out of the building on his last day, followed by his radio sign-off, went globally viral with more than 4.6 million views. Police officers from around the world sent their best wishes in addition to kind words from all over our region. Congratulations, Jeff, and thank you for your decades of service. And finally, this is your last call to apply to be a Mount Lebanon Junior Commissioner or Junior Board Member for the 2023-24 school year. Both positions create valuable links between students and local government. Applications for both are due to our Public Information Office on July 8th. Find an application and list of qualifications at mountlebanon.org/junior commissioner.
Thank you very much. Next on the agenda, citizens' comments. This is an opportunity for any resident to express an opinion on any topic pertaining to local government. The Commission enjoys hearing from the public on various issues and learning about items to address in the future. If you have specific questions, we will try and answer them at the end of your comments. If we can't, we commit to getting you the answers as soon as possible. When I call your name, please come to the podium to address the commission. State your name and address for the record. In fairness, we ask each speaker to share their thoughts for 5 minutes. The community is as good as each person in this room and online. We work together to make this community that we can all be proud of. We hope the dialogue remains respectful. We also appreciate the audience's efforts to refrain from any behavior that is disruptive or might intimidate free speech. First on the list, Colonel Hoon, come on down.
Bill Hoon, 456 Coolidge Avenue. We've had 4 different kill teams in Mount Lebanon to slaughter our deer. First was the USDA Wildlife Services Unit under Craig B. Swoopy. Swoopy came in here with 4 members to present his case, what he could do for Mount Lebanon. Actually, one was a woman. We were quite surprised. She looked like a fullback. But at any rate, Swoopy, we believe he was bought and paid for before he even got here because he got an immediate contract and $107,000 a year for each of 2 years. He went to work 2006, 2007. Then he came in and told the commission, well, you're really not going to get control of these deer unless we have absolute access to every property in Mount Lebanon. That meant schools, churches, everybody's property. And he wanted to have a kill team on permanent status within the township, at least 3 members riding around their pickup trucks and shoot deer anywhere. Well, somehow that seemed to scare Mrs. Logan, and that was the end of the story for USDA. They were out of the action. Next, they brought in Tony DiNicola, White Buffalo, real hero. This guy, his claim to fame was he had killed 10,000 deer. Wonderful. His second in command went to Africa and shot a lion in a cage with a bow and arrow to be able to say, I killed a lion with a bow and arrow. DiNicola and his group were also thrown out of Akron because they were putting plastic bags on the heads of wounded deer. And somebody filmed it and ended up on the evening news, and the people in Akron weren't real happy. Tony DiNicola. Then we got the trap and shoot boys, wonderful boys. They had a trap down there on the golf course. They had another one over in Bird Park. One in Bird Park, they got a young deer in and showed exactly how good the sharpshooters that you guys bring in are. It took 11 shots to kill a young deer in a trap. 11 shots. One of our people in the military would have killed a deer with 1 shot, but they're sharpshooters, Mount Lebanon sharpshooters. Now we've got Suburban Wildlife Management. Okay, I have seen 4 of the USDA killers, 2 of DiNicola's killers, 2 trap and shoot, and 1 archer from Upper St. Clair. So I've seen 9 of these people total. Well, I'm also an avid follower of the news on what's going on in Russia. And wildlife, the Wagner team in Russia, that's keeping Putin in power, recruits convicts. 80% of his people are convicts. And he likes to be seen with those people. So I've seen exactly what they look like. And guess what? These 9 people that are on your kill teams or have been, look just like Prigozhin's teams. Wonderful. Is that a coincidence? Who knows? Okay. The thing down in Bird Park had a woman run into one of Swoopy's killing actions. He didn't want to stop just because there's a Mount Lebanon resident there. I mean, they'd probably been there for hours setting up. So she was running into it and it looked like that precipitated a premature firing. And they're firing like crazy all around this woman. So she took off and ran like hell for at least a mile. She was scared to death. She'd never been in combat. Can you imagine that? A resident not having been in combat, but scared to death. We have a saying in science, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Commission's never produced any evidence for anything.
Thank you for your thoughts, Colonel.
Yeah.
Do we have anybody online?
No, not at this time.
All righty. All right. No one else on the list. So that concludes citizens' comments. Thank you. Next on the item, list, number 3, Commissioner Rainey.
Thank you, Mr. President. Consideration of the minutes from the regular meeting held June 13th, 2023. I move to approve the minutes.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries unanimously. Item 4, Commissioner Flynn, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Consideration of ordinance bill number 423, amending the charter regarding commission vacancies. Currently, the Mount Lebanon Home Rule Charter provides that in the event of a commission vacancy, the remaining commissioners will appoint a qualified person to serve until the next available election. As recently demonstrated, this rule is cumbersome and sometimes confusing in that the next available election can require an extremely short appointment term and a short elected term. In addition, such election can take place when voters are not otherwise anticipating an election of this type at the municipal level. The proposed ordinance would result in commission vacancies being filled on the normal 2-year municipal election cycle found in the school code, the judicial codes, and municipal codes for municipalities that are not home rule. The proposed ordinance would place this issue on the November 7th, 2023 general election ballot, and the voters must approve the ordinance for it to be effective. This ordinance was introduced on May 23rd, 2023, and the public hearing was held on June 13th, 2023. Mr. President, I move to enact ordinance bill number 4-23.
Motion has been moved and seconded. Any questions or comments? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? The motion carries unanimously. Item 5, Commissioner Squager Wilson, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is consideration of resolution number R-9-23 for a sidewalk assessment program for municipal sidewalks. This resolution is for the replacement of deteriorated sidewalks on the following streets: Cherokee Place, Hoodridge Drive, Nakoma Drive, Navajo Drive, Ordale Boulevard, Pueblo Drive, Standish Boulevard, Terrace Drive, and Washington Road. This resolution orders the replacement of deteriorated sidewalks by property owners, or the municipality will cause the work to be done and invoice the owners. I move to adopt resolution number R-9-23.
Second. Motion has been moved and seconded. Any comments or questions? I was just going to mention, this is an ongoing program that municipality has. It's not like we pick these names out of the phone book. This has been going on for a number of years and moving through various sections of Mount Lebanon. It just happens to be this sector's time in the rotation. Having said that, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? The motion carries unanimously. Item six, Commissioner Rainey, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Adoption of resolution number R-10-23 for Cochrane Road and Larchmont Road Sewer Rehabilitation Project and resolution number R-11-23 for Little Sawmill Run Sewer Rehabilitation Project for an Allegheny County Sanitary Authority, El Casan, green revitalization of our waterways GROW program application submission. Applications for an Allegheny County Sanitary Authority green revitalization of our waterways program grant has been prepared for the following areas. Cochrane Road and Larchmont Road. The sewer lining project includes an internal CIPP manhole to manhole lining of approximately 6,255 total linear feet of sanitary sewers and a manhole rehabilitation off of Cochrane Road. Little Sawmill Run. Little Sawmill Run. This sewer lining project includes the internal CIPP manhole to manhole lining of approximately 8,900 total linear feet of sanitary sewers and manhole rehabilitation off of Beverly Road. The GROW Grant Program will reimburse the municipality for eligible design and construction cost as determined by ELCSAN. If awarded, the municipality can expect a minimum reimbursement of 15% of the total eligible design and construction costs. The proposed repairs will contribute to the required corrective actions of the current consent order as they are located in areas above the established thresholds. The grant requires a commitment from the municipality and adoption of a standard resolution. So I move to approve the submission of the Allegheny County Sanitary Authority green revitalization of our waterways program grant applications and associated resolution number R-10-23 and R-11-23 of municipal commitment.
Second.
Motion has been moved and seconded. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? The motion carries unanimously. Item seven, Commissioner Flynn, please.
Thank you once again, Mr. President. Consideration of the commencement of pension benefits. Mount Lebanon sponsors 3 defined pension benefit plans for its employees, general employees, police, and firefighters. The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania's Department of Auditor General requires that all benefit commencements for the police plan be approved by the commission. The employee detailed below has requested benefit commencement in accordance with the terms of his respective plan. As Commissioner Swager Wilson mentioned before, it is Jeffrey Frollo. Start date is 7/1/23. I move to approve the commencement benefit for Jeffrey Frollo.
Second.
The motion has been moved and seconded. We wish Mr. Frollo a long and happy retirement. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries unanimously. Item eight, Commissioner Swager Wilson, please.
This is the consideration of the expenditure list for May totaling $3,906,119.08. I move to approve the expenditure list for May totaling $3,906,119.08.
Second.
Motion has been moved and seconded. Any questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? The motion carries unanimously. Item nine, Commissioner Rainey, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. I ask that the reports be received and filed.
And they shall be, and we are adjourned.
Right.
Mhm.